Alright, I want to say a few words. First one is that I'm recording this from the ground. I'm currently sitting on the ground, and the computer is in front of me on the ground, and the microphone is on the ground, and I just picked it up so I don't sound as far from it. The problem is that my table is a pretty old one, and it sort of, you wouldn't believe it, but it sort of started falling apart. I mean, it sort of started to fall apart. So the table has been taken to someone who can repair furniture, and it's a wooden table. I forgot to say that. And the table should be repaired in I don't know how many days, but the longest that I can expect is a week. The shortest I can expect is 2 or 3 days. So until then, I will sound like this. Maybe worse, maybe better. I don't know. Anyway, what I want to mention is that the view from the ground is actually amazing, sitting so far from the monitor screen. Whatever. This is a beta version of a campaign that is created after story of a book. If you are looking for a book to read and you're looking for action fantasy, I think action fantasy, then look for Black Company on the internet. I like, after playing this campaign, I played this like 5 or 6 years ago, but I played a very, very, very bad version of this that had only, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 missions, and you see it has a lot more now, right? So all I definitely remember is the first mission, and after that, nothing. So anyway, this is a story of a mercenary company, or world company, of a mercenary group. Not a group either. It's really a big army, a really big mercenary army that has its own leader, the main leader, and then the platoon leaders, and the story of this campaign is told from eyes of its chronicle writer, who's also a medic. What else is there to say? Oh yes, one of the things is that most of the Black Company units have pillage, if they are melee, because mercenaries, and because whatever you kill, that ever you can loot. So that's thing 1. Thing 2 is that your units, I'm not sure if enemy units, but I know that players' units can get ranks for killing enemies, right? So, like, you have I don't know, like, let's say you have a footman, and you take that footman and you somehow manage to kill 4 units with it, then that footman will receive upgrade in health, armor, and damage done. That's permanent until the footman dies. Now, what I remember, I said I remember just mission 1, and that is true, but I remember that having veterans in several missions helps a lot. I've just finished mission 1, and I'm recording this, like, to put it in front of the mission 1, to explain a few things, because I was confused in the mission 1. And I know that in chapter 2, I opened it to see if it works properly, and in mission 2, you get extra income for every veteran you control. So that's a few things I wanted to say, and that's about it. I don't know where did the creator disappear off to. As you can see, the campaign is not complete. It has 18 playable chapters with a lot of interludes in between. So I think that this beta is said to have 30 missions in it, which I think that if you look at all the interludes, it probably does. But it's not complete, right? I think it's not complete. I'm not sure if this is just a part of the book, or if it's the book completely remade into a Warcraft 3 campaign, but whatever. I know that when I played it a long time ago, I found it awesome. and that's why I'll record it after that, after those 5 years or whatever the time window is. And that's been my lengthy introduction to the project, and the prelude to Beryl will follow shortly after. Now, although I have to say that I do not know a single thing about the Black Company book, so I don't know anything about the Black Company's story, so if you will ask me something, then I might try to explain, but if I won't know the answer, then I just won't even bother, because to write I don't know won't help you, and certainly won't help me anyhow. So that's that. If you don't know anything about the campaign, then that's okay. I don't either, but the port city of Beryl, Queen of the Jewel Cities. Beryl is an ancient city with a rich history, half as old as the earth itself. The Queen of the Jewel Cities is old and decadent and mad, filled with the stench of degeneracy and moral dry rot. We should have been better prepared. Beryl totters perpetually, ready to stumble over a precipice into chaos. There were prodigies and portents enough, One Eye says. We must blame ourselves for misinterpreting them. One Eye's handicap in no way impairs his marvelous hindsight. My comrades are indifferent to the past, but I cannot help being awed, and sometimes intimidated by how deep Beryl's history runs. They call me Croaker, and I am the company analyst. Mercy is a smallish cocky fellow, fond of the dramatic gesture. He is our nastiest platoon leader. He isn't one of my favorite people. He never stopped being the boy who pulled wings off flies. Silent is one of our 4 modestly accomplished wizards. In all the years I have known him, he has never said a word. Silent he is, and silent he stays. One Eye and Goblin have been feuding for ages. One Eye always starts the scraps. Goblin can be touchy as a fresh bird. Their spats are entertaining. It's a miracle they haven't killed each other. Yet. The captain is not one of our more colorful characters. Too quiet, too serious. In all the years I have known the captain, I have learned almost nothing about him. Lately, the lieutenant's mission in life has been to disapprove. He is, however, a very competent lieutenant. Elmo is a sergeant and more, a fixture and friend in the Black Company. He is a hard man who can become obsessed with brutality and precision. Tom Tom is One Eye's brother. He is the last of our 4 modestly accomplished wizards. He and One Eye have been with the company for a long time. They have seen much of its decline. Everyone has a past, but few ever share them. I suspect we keep them nebulous, not because we are hiding from our yesterdays, but because we think we will cut more romantic figures if we roll our eyes and dispense delicate hints about beautiful women forever beyond our reach. Those men whose stories I have uprooted are running from the law, not a tragic love affair. Lightning from a clear sky smote the Necropolitan Hill. One bolt struck the bronze plaque sealing the tomb of Forvalaka, obliterating half the spell of confinement. It rained stones, statues bled. Priests at several temples reported sacrificial victims without hearts or livers. For 9 evenings running, 10 black vultures circled the bastion, then one evicted the eagle which lived atop the paper tower. But that happens every year. Fools can make an omen of anything in retrospect. We should have been better prepared. Only a fool would be surprised by anything found creeping Beryl's night streets.